Alrighty, here we are back at the Girl Power Women's Music Conference here in Berkeley, California. I am with the co-producer,
Gian Fiero.
Yeah. So, give us a little background on how you got involved with creating this incredible event for women.
Well, you know, many years ago, my wife Carrie, who is the producer of the event, we were teaching at San Francisco State.
Okay.
So we both taught at San Francisco State, and we noticed that over a course of 5 or 6 years, there were very few women attending the courses at San Francisco State. It's San Francisco State's music recording industry program. You can get a degree, you can get a certificate, or you can attend a program just for personal knowledge.
And yet,
and yet, over the course of 5 or 6 years, I think collectively we had maybe 5 women.
That's
so
it.
we thought that was a problem, and we wanted to address it. And so one day we sat down and we said, you know, let's go ahead and start a conference that specifically caters to women who work or desire to work in the music industry. And then the Girl Power Music Industry Conference was born.
And I understand you actually came up with that tagline.
Yes, I did. I did. You know, because it's simple. This is for women who work or desire to work in the music industry. I mean, you know, we could add a whole bunch more fluff to it, you know, but really that's what the goal is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so what was it you were teaching again at?
I teach a career planning and development course. I taught it for 10 years. And Carrie teaches event planning.
Wow.
And she also teaches a music industry course called Career Strategies, but her real focal point is event planning.
That's amazing.
She came from a music industry background doing personal management, as did I. But her real passion, this is my son Gianardo, who just kind of like eased up into the podcast.
He's a kung fu expert.
He's a kung fu artist. He just won his first medal contest today. It's for nunchucks. So he just won today.
That's so amazing.
He's a purple belt.
Congratulations to you.
Congratulations. They sit right there on you, right there. You know, so the thing is that she teaches event planning. That is really her passion. But she wants to do it specifically for the music industry.
Okay.
So she had
and
worked,
we need that.
And we need that. So she had worked for a lot of different people as a consultant, producing. Sit down with us. She had worked with a lot of different people in non-music industry related events. And then I said, you got to have a signature event.
Yes.
You got to have something that is uniquely and irrevocably yours. And so I started thinking, okay, girl power.
That's what I came.
So fill the need, satisfied a desire, and created a brand. Girl power existed 5 years later.
And I love that you support it 110%, especially as a man. That's why I think it's important I'm interviewing you, because you know, we're not shunning men. We're just trying to bring light to the wonderful women.
Exactly.
Because there isn't enough being done for them.
And it needs to be done.
Yes.
And it needs to be done.
And you're one of many men who support that, which I love.
You know,
we love.
Well, here's the thing. So, in my life, what I do, I'm a career and professional development specialist with a background in organizational psychology and vocational psychology.
I love that.
Every day, I fight racism.
Yeah.
I fight sexism. I fight ageism.
Wow.
So these are the isms that my life are preoccupied with.
Wow.
So girl power just made sense. It just made sense. This becomes this vehicle to help fight for women in an industry that I know and love and where we have a lot of friends.
There you go. And what have been some of the, I'm sure there are many, but what have been maybe a couple of the things you've gotten out of this on the positive note that have made it worthwhile, that you saw it happening?
And that is a great question. Thank you so much for asking that. What we get out of this is the fulfillment and the promotion of our mission. I'm very mission driven. I think one of the problems with most professionals, they just look for a job to do.
Oh,
they just want to work somewhere. Give me a job. Forget a job. I'm all about the career. I'm all about the mission. And I believe that first, before the career and the work, comes the mission. So when I first met Carrie had a company called Strive Management. And I was recognized as a growth expert. So I met her and I said, you help people strive. I help people grow. We need to be together.
Ding, ding, ding,
of course, you know, one thing led to the other. We were really together in every way.
Right.
But the reality is that even our relationship, it came together based upon a mission and who she is. She is not someone who is doing this. This is who she is.
Yeah.
I help people advance in their careers every day because that's who I am. I didn't choose this. It chose me.
You. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's that right there. It just encompasses it all.
It is.
Then what kind of advice would you give to men like to educate them on what they can do on their part to help promote women. Because honestly, men have a lot of pull. They have a lot of influence. How can they do it in a positive manner to lift women up?
So here's the thing. I'm glad you asked that question because this is what I deal with in corporate America.
Okay.
Because as an organizational development person, I deal with people in corporate America. I come in, I talk to people about how to make the workplace better, how to maximize talent. I deal with executives about, how can you really identify and harvest all of the intellectual resources of your workforce? How can you really get the most out of your human capital, as they call it? And I tell them, I say, hey, look, when you have a lack of minorities, women and people of color, and you say, well, they just didn't apply. Oh, we can't find it. Oh, you got to be committed. That is a excuse. Because if you're really committed to something, you don't let anything stop you from making it happen. It's just that simple. Because commitment is all about action, and action that leads to results. So I tell everyone, if you are a person and you're a man, if you're a man and you are really about racism, eliminating it, sexism, eliminating it, ageism, eliminating it, you have to put forth programs, you have to put forth effort, you have to go with people, you have to train people.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, all of that is just a process that helps to resolve a problem. So to look back and say, nobody applied. Well, the reason why nobody applied is because maybe they didn't know it existed.
There you go.
And in many cases, what we discovered by way of vicarious learning is that if a person lacks self-efficacy and they grow up in a situation, this is Albert Bandura, by the way, from Stanford University. He created this concept called the self-efficacy theory. And what it says is that people always believe that they can accomplish something if they see people in their likeness and in their image doing what they want to do. So, if you are a person who runs a company and you don't see people applying, many of the times they don't feel like they can get the job, they don't feel like you would like them, they feel like they can't hold on to the job. So you have to put forth the effort, the action to engage and encourage them to say, look, you belong here, we want to make a place for you here, and we are stronger as a result of our diversity because we are committed to it.
That is so beautiful, and that's so on point. Because you're right, they think the strikes are all against them.
Yes.
They're like, why should I bother?
Yes.
If you're the first one to reach out to go, you should because you belong here, done.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Honestly, we need to hear a man say that. That's
right.
Awesome.
That's right. Every opportunity I get, I say that.
That's so great. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I was going to say, there's the advice.
Yes,
So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And for the valuable advice and knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.